Good morning, everybody. This is the Morning Motivation. These are the entrepreneurs from across the world that come each day to bring something different into your life. And today we want to ask the message of, are you living a full life? Are you living your life to the fullest within your cup? Are you bringing the best you to the table each day? Are you bringing your best energy, your best creativity, your best visions, your best dreams to the table each day? Are you moving yourself towards those dreams? So that way, when you go out of this world, you know that you have went out doing everything that you have done for you, the best that you could be every day. So no matter what career you're in, no matter what path you're taking in this journey right now, no matter what's going on, just know that you are the light and you are the power. Stop just for a moment, take a breath, and put intentions to where you want your life to go next. Miss Shannon is traveling across the country to going from New York all the way to Vegas to meet us at an event we're having there. And during that time frame of her travels, I asked her if she stopped by to see someone. And she said, no, the GPS took me away from there. And then I will tell everybody, just like I told her a minute ago, you have power of your own GPS, your own guidance system within your life. No one else does. No machine does. No person that you're with in your life, no relationship rise. I don't care if you're married. Your journey and your path and your dream is yours. You started this journey before you even met that person. So now they are on their journey, and guess what? Your energies matched up to where y'all got together. So now you're co-creating your energies together to move your lives into a new path of y'all's dreams. If you're a single person, you're still on your journey and you think, I'm trying to find myself. I'm trying to see where I need to go within this life. I lived many years without a partner. Why? Because that was a choice that I made, because I traveled around this country working for corporations, governments, and entities that didn't allow me or wasn't conducive for me to have a partner at that time, because it wasn't fair. Because they may have wanted to settle down. They may have wanted a household, and at that time I didn't. I love my travel. I love to be able to see scenery and people, new cultures and things like that. I wasn't ready to receive the staying home and being with a partner. So when I finally aligned myself after these years of saying, you know what, I've been traveling long enough by myself. I want to enjoy it with someone now. So what did I do? I finally got my energies aligned with someone. Miss Carol Hedinger right there. And now we're co-creating our dreams together. Something new for me, something new for her. But guess what? We're taking these adventures together, these journeys together to build our life together. So we're making sure our cup is full every day. We make sure that each one of us know that we care and love for each other each day before we leave the house. No matter what, giving love and hugs to ourselves before we get up in the morning. And she does her little routine before I even get out of bed. Then I go and do my little routine, and then we get together. Then I can give her a hug and say, you know what, baby, this is an awesome day. I love you. Give good intentions for what you have today. And I appreciate everything that we have today. I give gratitude for what we have today and the people that I get to surround myself with in here in the morning. Because once I do my routine in there, I come out here into my office, and then I get myself collected. I give myself my intentions. Where do I want my day to go? How am I going to want it to flow? I know that we have a plane that we need to catch today. We have banks that we need to go to. We have oil changes we need to take care of. We have garage passes we need to make sure we get. All kinds of things that I need. It's right here. This is on the top of the list to make sure that I get on that plane. We get on that plane on time. So we gave it intentions last night before we went to sleep. It's going to be a good flow. It's going to be a good drive. It's going to be good traffic. We're going to get right into the airport, right on the plane, get set it, get straight over there, get to the airport. We gave it intention. We've already seen it within our head of what we want our life to be today and how it's going to flow. Now, do that entire thing that I just did right there. People, most of them do it just for their vacation time or their 4-day weekends that we just got off of. You plan that time with great intentions of, hey, we got the fifth wheel needs to be at the park at this time. We got the barbecue set up. All the guys are going to be over here. We got the washer set up. We got the horseshoe set up. We got the canopy set up for the ladies. We got the fan set up with the coolers. You've got all the intentions right there for that 4-day weekend, so greatly planned out. Now I want you to plan your life that way. I want you to take all that intentions of your life Michael has 2 beautiful children, that he is raising with his wife. And now they know with intentions what they're doing on a day-to-day basis to make sure that they give them children the nourishment and the energy and the inspiration to know that they can come in this world and do exactly what we always tell our children at first. And then after a while, the story goes away. And when you get to that 18, it's not like, because as you're growing up, you can be anything that you want to be in this world. Just know that you have everything within you. You can do it. Then what is it? Once we get towards the school, and that's once we get out of high school, it's no, hey, get your ass a job. You ain't sitting around on my couch no more. Why ain't you out there being the best you can? Parents, don't keep the volume up. We want our parents. We want everybody that is a parent within here. Nourish your child throughout life. I don't care how old they are. From the day they're born to the day they die. Nourish them. Give them encouragement. Let them know that they can do what they need to do throughout life. You have all the energy within you, yet you may not think that you had enough sleep last night, but yet you can tell your mind, I had all the sleep I needed last night. I had all I needed last night because I got up, and during that time frame that I was awake, my mind was going over the solution that I think is a problem. I'm given a solution, because the good thing about a problem in life, because if there's a problem arises, at the same time, we're having the thoughts of the solution. So our mind is working overtime right then and there, because the problem rises, and all of a sudden we're going into the solution mode. How can we fix that situation? How can we make it better? How can we have a better energy within this? How can I not have those bad words coming from that person to me? Guess what? Don't focus on the bad words. Focus on the good things that you see within that person. And now you give energy to the good things within that person. And now guess what? The other stuff starts to shift, because you gave better thought to the good part about that person you like. You didn't dwell on the bad part about that person. So don't dwell on the bad things within life. Know that there's always a solution to every situation that comes up within life, because it has been created by us. We can fix it by us if we just give it a clear focus and intention on how we want the ending. I want a happy ending every day. I want a happy ending in everything that I do. With this morning motivation, I gave it a happy ending before I even started this meeting. I gave my trip that me and Carol is fixing to take, I gave it a happy ending this evening, and a happy ending when we get back here on Monday. Every day that we're over there meeting the team and going through all this new stuff, I give a happy ending through everything, a happy beginning to everything. So how are you starting your day? I know Julio said yesterday, I scare a lot of people because their vibrations are not in the same energy realm. Yes, I understand that. But yet I have to give out the message of what's coming to me today, so you can maybe understand a little tidbit of it. Of shifting your life doesn't take much. It's only a few words that you have to give to yourself each day, and do it consistently. Be within a habit forming mode. I'm going to do this every day. Those that go to the gym say, I want to have this muscle mass, so what do? They go consistently to the gym to make sure that they're pumping that iron to get that mass that they want. Caleb does competitions, him and his wife. So what do? They know the areas that they need to work on to make themselves look a little bit better, so when they go to the competitions that they can look good, because that's what they do. Michael works with a bunch of people that the hairdressing industry is what his family's into. He does the videoing and photography and stuff like that. So what do those people do? They make sure that their hair's always got the correct oils, the correct whatevers to make it look good throughout everything, right? And that's what their salons does. So if you're in here to want to do something more within your life, go for it. Don't let anybody else's opinion of what you're doing or how did they go last night? People don't know what they don't know. So they don't know what you're doing, but yet they feel the energy so they're going to ask questions. So if they don't know what's going on, then guess what? If the curiosity killed the cat, they want to know, how are you having this? How can you go on these trips? How are you working at home after traveling all these years of construction? How are y'all able to do all this extra? People want to know. Guess what? It's no secret. Because I had that on a post yesterday. Somebody said, well, tell us your big secret. There ain't no secret. We're going to Vegas. We're launching another event. It's all over my pages, all over my groups. If you want to know, go check it out. Promise you, you'll see it. We talk about it in here quite a bit, because everybody that you see within here has shifted their energy and their life by just a little bit. The thought processes. They get themselves into a different frequency, a different energy. And I talk about frequencies a lot because I want you to understand, if you want to listen to 106.1 on this dial that's up here, and your energy frequency is down here on 96.1, is that going to match to where you're going to be able to listen to that station clearly? No. You are the same vibrations within this world. This phone is vibration. The cup is vibration. It's lighter. Everything that I have within my office is a vibration. Everything that you walk on outside, Mother Nature, every tree, every bug, everything that's out there is a vibration. Now, those frequencies are put off to match themselves with the mates of life that they want. Right? So, and then vibrations of that new car that I want, that's a vibration. So I put that vibration off out into the universe. Then that car that I desire, I will get a frequency to where I'll line up with it and say, you know what? I'm driving that baby home today. You know, the new home that Shannon's wanting, that she's built in her head. She has intentions for it. She knows where she wants it in the geography of the world. She's just trying to pinpoint the actual property now. But she's already designed and put intention and laid out the home. So now what shall come to her? That home. So when that video comes out, when we see her with those keys dangling or those contractors going up with it, that's videos. That's life. That's what you should be watching right there. Not days of our lives, friends of our lives, and seeing where they're going and moving their life to. How are they making themselves better each day? Not judging them on what they're doing, but saying, kudos, I see you're happy with what you're doing. I'm happy for you, brother and sister. You know? Not going, man, I wish I had that kind of time. I wish I had that kind of energy. I wish I had that kind of knowledge. Guess what? You do. Unlock it. Take the key. Unlock that dadgum door within you that you have locked up for so long. And you have that same time that we do. You have that same energy we do. You have that same creativity we do. You have the same everything. You were born with it. Take it, unlock it, let the world enjoy it just as well as we can. Don't let it go to the gravesite. Don't let the gravesite be the richest place in the world anymore. Let's make the chain break right now. Break that chain and say, I'm not going to let my talents and my passions go to the gravesite. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to live it to the fullest. Am I saying that you have to go out there and travel? Am I saying that you have to go? No, I'm just saying live your life to the fullest for you. Do everything that makes you happy every day. And then guess what? Everyone around you will be happy just as well. And if they're not happy for you being happy, then there's something wrong with them. They need to do a mirror check. Go to the mirror and start fighting those demons that you see within that face, within that body, within whatever you got going on. Go to the mirror. Go fight that demon and say, get out. I want my happiness back. You're not controlling me anymore. Rid yourself from me and my family and my life altogether. I have good energies. I have good vibrations. I have good positive energies. And I want everybody to feel the same energy as I do. The goodness, the happiness, the joy, the excitement for new things coming. For those that I have a thought on now, I know the universe, hey, he wants that, but he's not ready to receive it yet. Hey, he's in alignment now. Let's start giving him some more. I wanted more within my life, so I put a better intention and a better frequency to it, a better focus to it, and it has brought me everything that I've ever desired. And many more people say, I'm at a crossroads of life. Good. Now, which way is not the direction you want to ask? It's what do you want to do that's going to make you happy? And guess what? The road will open up and have like yellow brick road. Hey, all you got to do is start walking it, because that's the intentions you put to it. So have fun with life, guys. Live it to the fullest. Whew. All right. It's a good day to have a good day. Good energy.
Talking about living a life of intent, living it on purpose, Thomas. That's what you're referencing, man. You know, I've referenced this so many times myself in our morning times, just talking about that we can live this thing on purpose. You know, nobody's living on accident. You know, we're here for a reason. We're here with a purpose, and we have all authority over ourselves. You know, but too often individuals are living life with restrictions, with limitations that were placed there by somebody else's idea, so how somebody else functions or what somebody else told them they had to do or what they could and could not do. Limitations, instead of living life to the best of your ability, being the best version of you, and even learning and discovering what that even means, as an individual, as a person, as a mother, as a father, are you being the best version of yourself, this morning and this day? And if you haven't been up until this point, it's okay. It's a great opportunity to start right now, to go ahead and live life, live this day, making it count and living it on purpose with intent, stating your intent to God, stating your intent to the universe, and doing your part to live that out, doing your part as an individual to take hold of your life, to take hold of your situation and your circumstances, no matter what they are, and live that out, to say, there's something great inside me. It. Each and every person, we've all said it as individuals, man. There's greatness inside each and every person, but we fail to realize that. And I think there's something that takes place from us being a child to us becoming adults, that, and I feel as if I've only rediscovered that aspect about myself. But something takes place from a child becoming an adult where they lose that discovery, they lose that, that adventure, they lose that sense of anything is possible. People lose that sense of that I can do all things, or the sense of imagination, the sense of adventure, the sense of there's more out there. And people get into this adult phase, this you referenced it as being a zombie.
I was like,
You reference it as being a zombie all the time, but that's exactly what it is. People get into this state of operating the way the world operates, the way, our society tells us to operate, instead of operating off of a higher frequency, instead of, taking charge and believing that there's more possible in this life. There's more possible for you. There's more possible for me. There's more possible for all of us, but you have to live life with intent. You have to state that, like, look, I'm going to do something great. I'm going to live out today with, on purpose, with purpose. I'm going to be the best, whatever I am, I'm going to be the best that, no matter what. And nothing is going to stop me, regardless of what my day consists of, regardless of what I encounter, regardless of the difficulties that come my way or the challenges that come my way. It doesn't matter. I'm going to succeed. I'm going to exceed. Any expectation that I had of myself or my previous self or what other people think of me, I'm going to go above and beyond that. I'm going to operate off of a higher frequency, taking hold of that, taking hold of your life, taking control of your life. Nobody has authority and power over you except yourself. So you have what it takes in order to succeed. You have what it is to excel at every aspect of life. Regardless of what you may think of yourself today, it's a matter of taking control of your situation and your circumstances and speaking life over yourself and living that out. Faith without works is dead. So you have to apply, positivity to yourself. Apply, hey, I'm gonna live life intent. I'm gonna operate in positivity, and I'm not gonna receive negativity. I'm not gonna receive things that people try to shun on me, try to force upon me. You know how you want to live out. Thomas is referencing the whole GPS concept. When you type up a destination and it takes you to that destination. However, if there's some roadblocks, there's some detours, there's some construction, so to speak. Does it not still get you to your destination? Yeah, you just have to sometimes do a little zigging, zagging versus going in a straight line. Our life is a lot like that. If we live these things out, this life, if we live it out with intent, we can get to our destination. You have to believe that.
How fun would it be if life was done? Wouldn't be very fun, would it?
No. The journey, I'm learning that, Thomas. I'm learning that. The journey, when you first used to say it, I'm just like, no, I want to get to the destination. I want to get to the destination. No. But I learned on the journey myself. I go, oh, this is what Thomas was referring to. And this is all the experiences, if you were to become, bam, in the snap of a finger, you would become extremely wealthy, would that mean that you would be fulfilled? So you can go and buy everything that you want to buy, and you can do anything that you wanted to do. Did that mean that you're whole? Does that mean that you're complete? Does that mean that you're happy in the inside? No, it really doesn't.
Then ask the question, after you've accomplished all of that, then what?
Right. Right. There has to be more out there. So it's about you living life with intent, you finding that purpose, you finding the thing that satisfies your heart, satisfies your soul, makes you feel complete in life. You know, that is where your purpose lies, man. That is where it's at. So you discover that, you know, and it's a beautiful thing, man. You discover that, and the possibilities are endless, you know, but it's up to you. Nobody could do the heavy lifting. It's up to you as an individual to do your heavy lifting.
So we talk a lot in here, getting the mind straight. I want to talk about getting your body straight too. Get your physical body. Start doing a little bit of something, some kind of exercise, some shape, form, or fashion. Making sure you're eating a little bit better. I'm saying cutting it all out? Not at first. Your body will go in shock. But start toning it down. Start getting yourself through a detox. Start cleaning your body out. Because the richest man in the world, when he got sick, did that money help him? Not at all. Not at all. So if you're not keeping everything within balance, it's not going to be happy. Because you might make all the money in the world, but yet if you're not healthy and you go down into that, period, within this physical body, then what? So if we keep it in tune and in check now, and instead of having this statistic that they say we are only going to live into our 70s or 80s, let's shift that just a little bit. Let's bring that to the 90s and the 100s again, like it used to be, because we're going to start putting the good stuff back into our bodies. We're going to start putting our good stuff back into here. We're going to start doing the networking again and having fellowshipping again and communicating and uplifting people again. That is what we need across the world. So that is why this is done every day right here with the Morning Motivation, is because we want everybody to have a well-rounded life within your relationship, your communication, your career side, whatever you're working on the career side. If you're stuck at wherever you're at, then you know that there's different options out there. You know, if you're capped out, you know that there's no more ladder, and it's like, you know, so what am I going to do? Or what if it was like me, a pink slip? Hey, here you go, 43 years of age, got to start all over. So don't wait for that what if time frame. Have better intentions for your life. Set the goals that you want and accomplish those goals. Are they all going to happen overnight? No. Are you going to be able to rewire yourself overnight? No. Why? Because I had 43 years that I had to unwire. I had 43 years of my thought process that I had to rewire. You know, we was talking earlier in here about people planning the 4-day vacations and going, and you enjoy just that time frame, and then boom, you rush back and you got to be at work. So did you really enjoy those maybe 2 days off of 4? Because you had to pack and get there where you was at. You had 2 days to maybe, you know, play it up, have a good time. And then that 4th day, it's like, go back. I got to go, you know. So I have found throughout vacations throughout my life, once you get past that 7th day at that vacation and you know that you don't have to go back to anywhere because you're working for yourself now, your mindset starts to shift a little bit. And it's like, wow, there's no stress. I have no anxiety right now. Wow, my blood pressure's down. Wow, I'm feeling better within me. I'm eating healthier within me. Why? Because I got my mindset corrected, understanding that life can be less stressful. A lot of the things that we put on ourselves, we do it ourselves. A lot of the anxieties we bring it on ourselves. You know, a lot of the fears of things that we have of something we have never experienced, we brought it on ourselves. So just go into everything you're about to experience within this life, this journey that we are on. Everything that is around the curve is something new. Every new daylight is something new. So just know that every time that you wake your eyes, you're up today, and it's like, hey, thank you. We enjoy this journey today. Let's see what we want it to do. Where do we want it to go? What do we know we have to take care of? All right. You know, we got to have the monetary funds to have the clothes, the roof, food, and all that stuff, the toys that we want. So, all right, if you're working a job for somebody, then you know that's hey, I have to do this. This is my responsibility for right now until I find something different that I can start making monetary funds with. So, and then once you find that something different, then, that's a whole different gamut to get off onto right there. But get up each day with intentions of where you want to go that's going to make you happy. And at the end of the day, it's going to have you smiling, saying, you know what? I did my best. I feel better today because I learned something new. I seen what was around that curve today, and I like what I seen. And I want to go ahead and try it some more. So I'm going to wake up tomorrow with intentions to know that that was a happy place. Why not go back to it? The other side of that building, that wasn't very fun. I didn't want to go on that side. But I want to try something new. Hey, what's over that mountainside? I don't know. Let's go check it out. Hey, what's over in this city? I don't know. Let's go venture. Because how many of you in life, just on a whim of a day, just sitting around saying, I'm bored, just got in a vehicle, drove 4 hours just to go try a new restaurant over in this other city? Yeah. Just to go try it. Total different place. Didn't know it. Didn't know the people. Why not? Because where I was at, that moment, that time, space, reality I was in, I was bored as hell. So to make something different, I love Jimmy Buffett. I changed my latitude, and it changed my attitude. So we drove 4 hours in the scenery, the conversations, the music we played. Guess what? My vibrations and my energy frequency changed. I'm not bored no more. We're having a good time. We're fun out here. Oh, look, check that out. Oh, look over here. Hey, call George, see if they want to go. Now what we do, we got a car full of people, and now we're going, and we're having fun in the middle of the day. Why not? So if you're bored at what you're doing, then what do you need to do something different that's going to make you happy? Are you waiting for somebody to come along to make you happy? Because that's the wrong attitude, period. You want something different within your life, you are the one that's got to shake it up. You're the one that's got to say, hey, this isn't good. Let's go do something different. And it doesn't even matter if you take the basketball and go down to the basketball court. You changed your position. You changed your latitude. So now go shoot some b-ball. Oh, I don't like to shoot by myself. How many great people do you think they did something over and over and over again? How many times did they have to go by themselves? The greatest swimmers swim by themselves. Greatest basketball players, they'll go play by themselves. Why? Because they can get in their own mind. They can get into their own little music that they're playing that's got their energy pumping, and they can go out there, and then they can just go out to that batting cage and just bat and bat and bat. Go to the basketball court and just shoot and shoot and shoot. Why? Because they're making themselves better at the sport or the career path that they have chosen. So how many of you get up each day and go to your job site? Oh, wait, here's a good one. Oh, wow. Here we go. All right. You're at home. That time frame is mindset, and those intentions are for home, your family. Now, when you get in your car to drive from car to work, that time frame and your thought process should be car, getting me to work, point A to point B. Don't think about family and whatever's going on there, and don't think about what's going on at work. You're thinking at the car. Now, when you get out of the car and you get to work and you punch that time clock, now guess what your mind should be thinking on work? It shouldn't be thinking of situations going on at home, and it shouldn't be of things that happened in the car trip. Now you're thinking and you're focused and you're giving intention to that. Now, when you leave that same process going back home or wherever you're going, you go to the gym. Now, when you go to the gym, are you thinking about anything else but the gym? Same thing when you sit down as an artist. Do you think they're sitting there painting, thinking of what's going on, situations over there? No. They get into that canvas and that vision that they see within their head, and they start painting. Do you think a guitar player and a drummer, and when they all get together, do you think they are thinking of anything that's going on at home or that happened at work or in the car driving? No. They're focused on intentions of what they're doing. Julio works as a engineer manager for a corporation and had a chiller go down the other day. This is his forte, is air conditioning systems and chillers. So instead of calling the contractor to come on out, he put a focus to it. And he went back to the trainings that he went to and have had throughout his time frame, and he focused And he said, you know what? Let's check this out. We checked this. We checked it. He went through the process and he focused on that. He didn't focus on his wife. He didn't focus on his kids. He didn't focus on anything else except that piece of equipment. Same thing when anybody is working with a big machine press, you know, things like that. If they're not focused on their job of what they're doing, that machining press could catch their sleeve and then yank them right on in there. So if they're not focused on what they're doing, then they're not giving their self true intent. So focus on where you're going and give the energy to that you're working with at that time frame. We say all the time, if you're in here doing videos and go lives and things like that, are you going to go and do that video and that go live when you're pissed off and just had a fight with your wife? And then you're going to go out and say, oh, well, I guess I need to do a video for this work I'm doing now, trying to make this business go. Is that a good attitude? No. You know, you're going to do the video when you're happy, when you're upbeat, when you have the energy within you, because you're going to be able to bring that message that you wanted to convey a little bit better. But yet people don't understand that we feel all your frequencies. We feel your energy off of your facial expressions and off of the words that you put out with the tonalities. The different tonalities that we put out to people sometimes seems a little defensive or, you know, hey, don't talk to me that way type attitude. And it's like, yeah, I wasn't, you know, this is my way I speak. And yes, I'm a little direct sometimes. And I get to the point. I don't do a lot of the beating around the bush talking. You ask me a question, I'm going to give you an answer. You know, and the same thing with people in life. We ask others opinions on. Perfect. We went to a restaurant last night. Lady across the table from us, a friend of ours, asked the waiter, it was a new restaurant we've been to, well, what do you think about this? Or what do you think about that? Well, what is he going to tell you? What he likes, his opinion. When you go to a car dealership and you ask, well, what do you think would be a good vehicle for me? Does that person know you? Do they know what you do, your activities, your life? No. What is he going to do? He's going to tell you the best vehicle that's going to give him the most commissions. I think you'd look really good over here in this sports car. So that's where that salesman's going to guide you because you ask his opinion. Well, this is the car I like. This is the car I think you would look good in. Why? Because he's already got the numbers in his head on how much commissions he's going to make. So if you're asking other people an opinion on what do you think I should do for about this, you're going to have one that's going to tell you, don't do it. You're crazy. I wouldn't go nowhere near that. That's a scam. Don't talk to those people. Don't buy nothing. You're going to hear that over and over from people that don't know what they don't know. So you have gotten informed. You have got the best decision within your head. You know what's the best for you because you've given an intention, a focus, and you've set a goal for yourself. So now you know where you want to go within your journey. So now it's like, all right, I've done my research. I've done my checking it out. I've looked at it. All right. These people are real. Yeah. A little rubbery this morning, but that's all right. Hey, I got a heartbeat though. Yes. We're all here to have fun within life. Are you enjoying your journey and living it to the fullest? Is the only thing I had to ask this morning. And if not, you need to go to the mirror and ask yourself that and get a pen out and start saying, you know what? My bucket list doesn't need to be a bucket list anymore. It needs to be a things that we need to accomplish now before I perish because tomorrow is not given. And I want to experience these things while I have the physical abilities to do them, not waiting for that 40-40-40 lifestyle that was the norm. There's things out there now that you can do to live your life in a total different direction for you, being your own boss, being your own creator, your own designer. Just know there's so much more out there now. Things are evolving. The world is evolving and so are we. You can either stay back and watch or you can be right there in the forefront with us. It's all up to you. Whew. All right, Brother Ryan is back with us. I see you back. So he's got a reading for us this morning. So we're going to let you step on out, Brother Ryan.
Good morning, everyone. Once again, it's coming from the voice of knowledge, kind of piggy up the act off of what you were just talking about, Thomas. But he's been touching on another book of his, 4 agreements. Last few readings have been 1 through 3, and this is the 4th agreement. The 4th agreement is always do your best. When you do your best, you don't give the voice of knowledge any opportunity to judge you. If the voice doesn't judge you, there's no need to feel guilty or to punish yourself. Doing your best, you're going to be productive, which means you're going to take action. Doing your best is about taking action, doing what you love to do because it's the action that makes you happy. You're doing it because you want to, not because you have to. Best moments of your life are when you're authentic, when you're being yourself. When you're in your creation and you're doing what you love to do, you become what you really are again. You're not thinking in that moment. You're expressing. When you're doing your best in your creation, the mind stops. You're alive again. Your emotions are coming out of you. Your emotions are coming out and you don't even notice how great you feel. The action, just the action, makes you feel great. When you have inaction, your mind has to have action. That is the open invitation for the voice of knowledge to talk to you. But when you are absorbed in what you are doing, the mind hardly speaks. When you're creating, the voice of knowledge is not there. Even if you are using words in your art. If you are writing a poem, you are not thinking about the words you have used to write the poem. They're simply the expression of emotion. The words are not the instrument. They are the code that you use for expression. For a musician who is playing music, there is no difference between you and music. At the end of time, you are creating music. At the same time, you are creating music. You are the one who is enjoying every note, every sound. You become one with what you're doing, and it's a supreme pleasure. Anyone who is a musician will know what I'm talking about. You're expressing what you really are. This is the greatest thing that can happen to anybody. Just expressing yourself leads you to ecstasy because you create. This is life as an art. So I urge you to go make some art today, people. Much love.
Much love and appreciation. Thank you, sir. That's the 4 elements. Put that over in the chat section there, and then that way everybody know that was number 4 on the list. Living life, guys. What do you want? Where are you going? I'm going to open it up to the floor right quick. Anybody got anything that they want to say? Go ahead, Brother JJ. Michael, you had something? We'll get you next.
Hey, I just wanted to say something about GPS. I think it's an interesting correlation with life in general. Because it made me hearing you and Julio talk about GPS and Shannon using her GPS so irresponsibly. Hey, by the way, Shannon, on your way home, that GPS could very well lead you up to I-80 and up through Salt Lake City, by the way. So anyway, I went to help a friend move the other day. She moved into a new place. She needed some help getting some things moved. And so I, of course, said, I got a truck. I can come help. So she sent me the GPS location of where she was, and I knew approximately where she was. And the GPS sent me off, if I would have followed the GPS, it probably would have taken me a good half hour longer to get there. And I happened to know pretty much where I was going. I just didn't know exactly where she was. And I knew when the GPS started telling me to go this other direction, I was like, nah, it's not it. I'm going to keep going this way because I know this is the right way to go.
Recalculate.
Yeah, so that's exactly what happened. The GPS recalculated and rerouted. And, the moral of the story is that, sometimes life tells you that you need to go a certain direction, but deep in your own heart and your mind that that's not the right way to go. Sometimes the GPS that's around you, which is, ultimately people in your life that are telling you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that, when you know that you should, the right direction to go, sometimes you don't want to listen to GPS. Sometimes you want to go the right direction that you got in your mind. And, I guess
the gut feeling, like you were saying, that guidance, that gut feeling. Follow it.
Yeah. And, sometimes the GPS is just a recommendation maybe. And sometimes you actually need to do a little bit of recalculating on your own, especially if you've done your research, you've done your looking, you've done your studying, and and you actually have, you know where you're supposed to go, and everything else is telling you that's the wrong direction. Follow what's in your heart, kids, because, you know, I'm living, breathing proof of that. If you listen to what the GPS is out there saying, you're going to find yourself in a really bad place. So listen to your own GPS.
Amen.
That's all I have to say about that today, kids. Who do you?
All right. Yes. All right. Brother Michael, did you have something?
Hey, guys. Yeah, just wanted to rewind a little bit because I know we were talking about living with intention, and it's one of the big things we always talk about, actually, because it's true, and because everything we do, we should be living every minute to minute with that full intention, and remind ourselves, how do we want to feel? How do we want to make others feel around us? How do we want this situation to end up? How do we, like Thomas said, how do we want this meeting to go? And he already had the intention that it was going to be amazing even before we started, right? And every time, and I can just tell you guys this from firsthand experience, every time that I've been practicing this in the last few years, it has made a complete difference in every situation, every outcome. And it really is a miraculous outcome, because all you have to do is put that energy into it ahead of time and be very conscious. And what happens is every time you do this, it becomes a stronger intention every time, that you're also reaffirming it to yourself stronger every time, so that the next time something comes up, you're in the know, you know how to react, you know how you want that situation to play out, instead of just letting everything else around you, your environment, take control. You be in control, right? And I had to learn this the hard way. I had to learn that, you know, you can't always be the one who thinks you're going to be able to control everything, because you can't control our environment. There's things around us all the time. They're spiraling around us, and we can't grab a hold and be in control of those things. So the best thing to do is to know how you want to be in control of yourself and your reactions to those things. And then everything else plays out much better. And just look at everything with the experience in mind. And this is something that, in our family business, which is we have salons and spas, we started this in 1989 with a complete different mentality than most hairstylists had at the time, which was just get in and cut your hair and get out. We actually have a much higher experience level that we provide to our guests, and that's all about taking their time with them, giving them a hand massage, giving them a scalp massage, you know, really learning to know who they are and how they carry themselves. What's their lifestyle like? How much time do you have in the morning to style your hair? So really, like, getting in there and evaluating the entire experience and giving yourself and everyone around you the best experience that you can possibly have is going to elevate everybody, right? Not just yourself. It makes you feel good, of course, and that's the best part. Giving back is what it's all about. So, but what people receive on the other end of that is really, it's magical. So I just encourage all of you to put your best foot forward every minute to minute, and just enjoy life. Love you guys.
That's very interesting that you mentioned that, Michael, because when I did have hair and I used to go to the barber shop, a lot of times I used to cut hair. I've been cutting hair since I was 16 myself, so I learned how to cut hair. Cutting my friends, you know, messing up their hair for a while, giving people free haircuts and learning how to do it. So I could do graphics. I could do all kinds of different stuff, you know, designs, you name it, and I can do it. Yes, cut females' hair and stuff too. You know, I'm not great on the layering and all that stuff, you know, but your boy can hold it down. But when I used to go get haircuts, I used to go for the experience, you know, because I would sit there and I could actually cut my hair better than a barber could if I sat in the chair sometimes. But because I started to do that more often, because my experience wasn't always great, you know. But providing that experience, when a person goes and gets a haircut, especially a man, he feels like $1 million, man. You know, he feels like he can conquer the world. He feels like there's nothing in this world that can come and stop him or come against him, you know, as if it's almost like he's John Travolta with that, you know, and nobody can touch him, almost like he's gliding on air. You know, when you get a haircut, that's how you feel, you know. So you guys providing an experience, you know, is a much, much higher quality of service than going and just getting a haircut. You know, because you're providing that to a person. When somebody goes and they get groomed in that way, man, they feel like they can conquer the world. You know, I know JJ doesn't go and get too many haircuts, you know, but I'm pretty sure when he does, you know, he feels extra glorious that day.
Next time I get a haircut, Julio, I'm going to have you do it.
Well, that would be a road trip cross country. Hey, who's going where? Yeah, it'd be one expensive.
Well, you guys do a go live when you're cutting his hair there, Julio. That we got to do that on a go live, and make sure you get the JJ in the back of his head and the whole bit. Fantastic.
Oh,
No, but
JJ,
it's
you're cool with
the
that, right?
experience, right? That's where it's the experience, you know, and to operate off of a higher frequency, to gravitate towards, you know, the concepts we explore every single morning. What is that? You're experiencing something greater. You know, you're experiencing something at a higher level, you know, something that for me, when I first tapped into it, it was foreign. It was like learning a new language and practicing something new entirely. There was days where I was good at it and other days where I sucked at it. And other days where it was just like, all right, I'm just going to stay consistent. I'm going to continue to push forward no matter what. I'm going to put my best foot forward no matter what. I'm going to show up tomorrow. You know, there's plenty of moments where I didn't want to show. You know what? I didn't, but I came anyways. You know, and every single time that I came in with it, guess what? I was happy that I did, because I experienced something new. I experienced something great. I learned something new about myself. I learned something new about life. I learned something new about the spirit. I learned something new about the law of attraction. I learned something new about humans in general, about how people operate. I'll learn something new about the mind. I learned something new about controlling your emotions. Every time I come here, every single day, I learn something new. You know, so I look forward to this experience every single day.
one thing that you picked out of all of this that you had already had but had to unlock it: the receiving. You learned, yes, but you received the information. And once you start actually receiving it, it's like, I got this. Okay. I see what they're saying. I understand what he's talking about frequencies. I understand what he's talking about manifestations. I understand about intentions. I understand what he's talking about giving myself a better start to my day. And that's all we're asking. Have a better start to your day. Guys, we're going to pass this off to Miss Shannon while she has a moment. And then me, I'm going to go get the rest of my stuff packed, go to the bank, go here, go there. I got a list I need to take care of before I get on that airplane here after a while. So many more stuff will be coming. This will still be going on every morning. I will have this morning motivation still going as while I travel. Y'all have seen that before. I said 365 days. It will be 365 days. So no matter where we're at, what we're doing, it will be coming. And if
Question, Thomas, is it in the exact same location?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just
So,
wondered.
yep, not this one. But the Awaken will, yes. So I think Shannon's staying over for that one, and her and Jen are staying over for that one. So, but guys, beautiful day, awesome day. Thank you all for coming in today. All the new people, all the new faces, all the news on the live feeds. Thank you all for coming in and enjoying the time with us today and the energy. And we're going to now wrap it up with an affirmation from Miss Shannon Cox from New York, but she is now live in, where are you at now?
I'm in Utah.
She's in Utah right now. So, no, she is traveling across the country. Yes. Why? Because that is her life and that's what she can do. Do you have a moment? You're not driving? Close your eyes. Listen to the words that she's about to give us. A lot of times she brings all these words. She doesn't bring these affirmations from Google like I did. She writes them from the heart. So she's bringing something of her in the morning times to us. So enjoy these words and receive them. Go ahead, Shannon.
Good morning, everybody. I have all that I need to make today a great day. I let go of any negative feelings about myself or my life and accept all that is good. I am courageous and I am willing to act and face my fears. I am a powerful creator. I create the life I want and enjoy it. I am and always will be enough.
I am and always will be enough. Enough said. Love you guys. Have a good day.
Strong words right there.
Love and appreciate you all, guys.
Have a good day, everybody.
Good day.
Have a great